Welcome back, guys. This is the next video in our HTML course here, and today we're going to talk about the div tag and what divs are and why they're so useful. So div stands for divider or division or something like that, and it's basically just a generic tag that allows you to put content in it and then later on pretty much target it and style it with CSS. Divs are block level elements, and if you don't know what block level elements and inline elements are, I have a whole video on that I just recorded. Go check that out. But basically all you need to know is block elements stack on top of each other like blocks on the page. So if you have content like this, see how it's wrapped in a div, the H2 in the paragraph content will be stacked on top of anything else that is also within a div, so it won't be side by side. All right, so that's basically what a div is. That's what you have to know about divs. You're going to be using them a lot when you get into building actual websites with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And now we're going to go ahead and jump in, and I'm going to show you some practical code with divs. And yeah, you'll get a good feel for how you'll be using them in your web developer career if you decide to become a professional web dev. So I'm gonna hit 13-divs.html in my HTML course file. And if you're not following along with the whole course, that's okay. But just I suggest that you follow along with me here. Just code with me, and then after the video, code by yourself and use some divs if you want. But I'm gonna set up my boilerplate by hitting Shift exclamation and Tab. I'm gonna go up here to my title and say HTML divs. And then I'm going to launch a page here. Launch this page. There we go. So this is our HTML div page. I launched it using the Live Server. It's an extension with Visual Studio Code text editor that I'm using. And now I'm going to do, well, I guess I'll just start by making one div. I'll say div, my div. And there's our text that we just wrote in the div. Now I want to make the div more, give it more like styling so that you can actually see it. So I'm going to go up into my head of my document here, and I'm going to make a style tag. I'm going to select the div. Now this is a little bit of CSS, and this course isn't about CSS, but you kind of have to use a little bit here just to explain better what a div is. So I'm going to say all my divs have a height and width. So I'm going to say height 300 pixels. And a width of 300 pixels. And then I'm going to give it all my divs a border of 1 pixel, pixel stands for pixel, solid, and black. And there's our div, okay? So that's a div. So it's there. So you couldn't see this whole box and stuff before when I gave it the height and width because it didn't have a border. But now that it has a border, you can see it, okay? And then if we were to put another div, just copy and paste this div below it. Remember, it's a block level element, meaning that it's going to be below here. They're going to stack on top of each other like blocks. So there's the other div, just like that, okay? So the most practical usage of divs when you're building a web page would be to manipulate. You want to put like certain elements in one div to manipulate their behavior of content. So let's go ahead and I'm going to open up this design file that I have in Figma really quick, just to give you guys like a practical example of divs. So we have this landing page here. And I actually built this very landing page on another video series if you want to go check it out. It's the Work It landing page series. Built the whole thing in HTML and CSS and made it responsive. If you want to see a practical application of HTML, CSS, and how web development actually works, go watch that series and follow along with it. But anyway, we have this whole landing page here. And you'll notice that some sections have content where there's stuff side by side. And this is one of them right here. So we have like this features area. And it tells you like 3 features of whatever this landing page is for some kind of app or something. I don't really remember. But let's say I wanted to build this out, like this 3-section area side by side. How that would look practically is you would have a section. You'd use like a section tag which behaves the same as a div, okay? And I would give it like a class, or I'd give it like an ID of like features, because those are like the features of an app. And then within that section, I would have 3 separate divs for each feature area. So check this out. So I'm going to say dot feature, and that gives me that dot feature. It's just a shortcut on Visual Studio Code. It gives me a div with a class of feature, okay? And I'll put feature 1. See, feature 1's there now. And then I'm going to copy that and paste it down 2 times. So I have 3 feature divs. I'll say feature 2 and feature 3. Now there's 3 feature stacking block because they're block elements. But remember, this section, they're actually all across the page. So how can we do that? Well, since we have everything wrapped in a section, and then each individual feature has its own div, its own little container, we can use a little bit of CSS to make them go side by side. And since they're all in divs, they're all like separate from each other. And then when I put stuff side by side, each one will go side by side, like it's supposed to. So this might be a little confusing because we're not really getting into CSS, but this is like the one way I can show you a practical way of using divs, and it's going to require a little bit of CSS. Otherwise, you'll just be like, okay, div, I don't really get it. So, and I know this, guys, because I was where you are now. If you're just learning HTML or getting into web development, when I first learned about what a div was, like the people that I was learning from were not giving me practical examples. So like I just had this weird understanding of kind of what it was, but I really didn't get it at all, to be honest. So that's why I like to give practical examples of stuff, and that's why this channel is called Practical Web Dev, because without practical examples of stuff and just theory, it's not going to make any sense to you. So I'm going to just select my section up here in my little CSS style tags that we made earlier, and I'm going to say I want to display this section flex, and that makes the display flex. This is just a little bit of CSS. It makes everything go side by side, and then you can like put it, I'll just say align item center and justify them center so they're in the center of the page. And then let's make this full screen and see how now they're centered. I like that justify and align item center made them centered. So now we have our 3 sections here. And we're not going to add a ton of styling to make it look exactly like this, but I'm just showing you like that's how I built that side-by-side area of the web page using a section and then 3 div containers, each container, each div getting its own feature so that they can separately go side by side when we use like CSS display properties like flex, or you can use grid. There's a couple ways to do this. The easiest way is just displaying it flex, but this wouldn't be possible if I didn't put each feature and wrap it in its own little div, okay? Divs are also useful when you have inline, what's called inline elements. And inline elements, like I said earlier, like they just go in a line of each other. So a popular inline element would be a link. So let's make like a couple links here. Let's get our page back so we can see it. So let's say link 1, link 2, and link 3. Whoops. Okay. So links are inline, so as you can see, they all went side by side. But let's just say that I want one of my links to be on its own. I can either use CSS to change the display property, or I can, if I wanted to, I could just wrap one of them in a div that I wanted on a separate line, and it'll put it in its own little separate line and display block. So that's another practical use of div. But yeah, that's pretty much it for div, guys. Like, so in other words, it's just a quick recap. You use them to separate out certain pieces of information, like when you're building a real web design, each feature gets its own div. And then you also use them if you want to make an inline element stack block, and you just want to do that instead of writing CSS. And Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then, of course, it's also, I'm going to make another video on classes and IDs, but it's also helpful to give different divs an ID or a class so that you can style it easier with CSS in the future. And so people that are reading your code or yourself, when you revisit your code, you can know like what stuff does clearly. Okay. So yeah, that is divs, guys. Thank you for watching.